what can you do, eh? You know, it's, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But, I don't know, Andy. I kind of feel that somehow we just gotta live our lives and try and help others a little bit. That's what all you can do. Well, that's what you think, and that's what I think. And that's what we do, right? But that's not what's going on in the higher levels. And that's the part that's really disturbing. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I'll tell you, some of the stuff that's going on is outright scary. And I have read what you, I don't know what you know, so because I haven't read it, but just trying to read between the lines, it does sound kind of scary, but anyway, like Gary said, next election comes, we can decide who we're going to vote for, but, you know, just like the Toronto thing, I was reading about that on the news, and about the big summit there, how the cops had superpowers in Toronto and all that crap, and ended up it was just a misunderstanding. I'm just trying to think, quote the words exactly. I think they quoted it was a misunderstanding, but I could be wrong. That was a term that they used. That one is still somewhat of a real sore subject with me, so I'm just there was a lot of stuff that was unnecessary, and stuff that I know right from what had happened to friends that live in both locations. Now, having said that, it's all hearsay because I didn't see it firsthand, but they did. But when you have numerous individuals saying the same thing, you stand up and take notice. That's true. After a while, you start changing your thinking about this free country of ours, and you think, holy smokes, maybe it's not so free. You don't want to say that. Our democracy is not truly a democracy. We're more of an autocratic government here. It's been like that for some time. We did have a true democracy for a long time, but it's more autocratic now than a democracy. Your real true democracy is south of the border. I hate saying it as much as people have problems with the U.S. They have as much of a true democracy going there than any place else. Win or lose on the merits of the strength of the information. Another place I would say that, and this is going to sound strange, is Sweden. They have a real democracy there. Individuals are protected under so many things, but there are also so many laws there that are just scary, like insane amount of laws. So, where is what is everybody's definition? I guess it's the average of what is what and what is where. So you average it all out and look at it and say, well, okay, this is what that is, and this is what this is. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion, and I know I'm opinionated at times. Good thing, it's a good thing to express yourself, and because if you don't, a lot of people out there, and they don't express themselves. They just keep it all bottled up. They don't say anything, and that's not a good thing. You got to let people know if you're happy with government, if you're upset with them, or whatever. You have to do that. And if enough people do that, then maybe things will change to the better. But if I'm sitting in the Prime Minister's office behind that big old desk there, my feet up on it, and sipping on a I don't know, Diet Coke, brain, so I can say, gee whiz, I must be doing a good job here, you know. But if you got everybody bitching at you all the time, 100%, you're going to say, ooh, I better make some changes real quick. Yeah. Well, see, that, I really don't want to get into the roots of all that, but see, that's where we have a little bit of an issue, because the head honcho has ultimate say, but has, in reality, has ultimate control, but is not an elected in mass. So what we say really doesn't matter to him. He's truly responsible to his second in command, which is where it gets real confusing. Sure, he can say blah, 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 but when it comes right down to it, he was put there by a whole bunch of people that we, as individuals, put in their position. So yeah, it's that's an issue. I agree. But you were mentioning in regards of just commenting in retrospect. All you have to do is look what's happened here in the province, and look at what was said upon election and following election, etc. And look at what's been done and what is being done. You and I out here don't matter, and it's flaunted that Metro exceeds the population of the province. So it doesn't matter what you have to say, or I have to say, or Windsor, or London, or Ottawa. It doesn't matter, because what they have to say is what matters. Wait, and yeah, out here where I am, they don't. Do you think they care? You know. And as far as the next elections, I don't know.
Well, this is Kevin VE3WKG.
What's up? But
with another video where I was sandbagging
vote for the party, or
today,
vote for the local
Friday, December the 10th of 2010.
If you hate the party in power, so obviously.
I guess a lot of this Harper and all these political things going on in the G20 and that.
But he could be the nice.
A lot of good listening on my ham radio. I hear different views of people.
Anyway,
but every time I get the camera going,
politics,
they stop talking about the.
There's no solution to it.
They stopped talking about the good stuff. They were talking about interesting stuff, and I started recording. I got a little bit there, but
well, it's supposed to be beneficial.
Starting to run on 8.5, 9 minutes, so I'm going to cut this video shorter. It'll be hard to upload it. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm sandbagging on, I believe it's the WIC repeater, VE3 WIC. 146.925 with a 131.8 tone.
How the heck did the guy get in? Nobody voted for him. The thing is, you can't look at what's happening now in Ontario. You have to wind back a little bit.